Following Turkey's support to Pakistan during Operation Sindoor, India has revoked the license of Turkey-based Celebi Aviation, which handles high-security tasks at 9 Indian airports. Celebi Aviation handles high-security tasks including Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai airports. It manages 58,000 flights in India annually. The company could soon see its trade ties with India being severed, given Turkey's role of supporting a terror state like Pakistan. Celebi's services in India include passenger services, load control and flight operations, general aviation services and bridge operations, among others. Celebi Aviation Holdings conducts nearly 75% of its business with foreign carriers, while the remaining 25% is with Indian airlines. The move coming right after there's been a boycott Turkey trend that's been in India, with the travelers cancelling their vacations to Turkey, and not just Turkey, Turkey and Azerbaijan as well, both countries coming out openly in support of Pakistan during Operation Sindoor. We do know that it was the Turkey-made drones that Pakistan used to attack India. None of them could make it because India's air defense was strong enough to intercept all of them. But the fact of the matter is that Turkey choosing to stand with Pakistan despite its trade ties with India, and despite the fact that India has always maintained good diplomatic relations with Turkey. And now the latest move is that India has revoked the license of Turkey-based Celebi Aviation, which handles high security tasks across 9 Indian airports. We have Aditya Raj Kohl with us on the broadcast from our newsroom. Aditya, an important move. Already Indian travelers are deciding against going to Turkey. Those who have booked have cancelled. Cancellations are up 250% from what we know. And those who are looking to book are moving away from Turkey. That's, as far as the people of India is concerned, this is a move by the government of India.
Well, absolutely. It's a big development. It was, being discussed for the last 24 hours or so. And now Government of India has taken the big action against this Turkish firm that was linked with the Turkish government as well. In fact, this is the revocation of security clearance for Celebi Airport Services that has come in from the Government of India Ministry of Civil Aviation. It says the security clearance of Celebi Airport Services India under the category Ground Handling Agency was approved by DGBCAS Wide Letter 1599/2022. And now, in the exercise of power conferred upon DGBCAS, the security clearance of Celebi Airport Services is hereby revoked with immediate effect in the interest of national security. This issues with the approval of DGBCAS. This is a big development coming in. Earlier as well, there were controversy around this particular firm because this was attached to the entire VVIP hangar near the Palam Technical Airport. This was a cargo belt that the Celebi airport services were handling completely. Perhaps they had some internal data also under their entire domain, and there was a lot of discrimination also that was happening at the behest of this particular company. We know that it manages, this entire area manages 58,000 flights in India annually. And Turkey's support to Pakistan in Operation Sindoor has led to a massive crisis, a massive outrage over Turkey. The drones that have been coming to India have been from Turkey, and a lot of experts on civil aviation have raised concerns on this particular company getting the license to operate in several sensitive areas, having direct access in areas where Prime Minister, President and several ministers travel. And that's why it's a critical moment and a great move against Turkey diplomatically by the Indian government and the civil aviation ministry as well. We'll have to wait and watch how Turkey reacts to this, but a big setback. A major company, Celebi Private Limited, has been completely shunted out, and the security clearance has been revoked now by the Government of India.
That's right. That's the big story that's breaking over here. Celebi Aviation, which handles high security tasks across airports in India, in Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai, manages 58,000 flights in India annually. And Aditya, could this be a precursor to further moves by the Indian government? Because let's face it, so many Indian travelers take Turkish airlines as to travel not just to Turkey but to anywhere else in the world. This could be a precursor to more such curbs by the Indian government against Turkey-based companies, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. This is just the beginning. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not just the government, but several private players themselves are saying that, for instance, if there are Turkish apples coming in, there are
Yeah.
several traders in Maharashtra and several other areas boycotting it completely. Similarly, if there are any other, Turkish chocolates that are coming in, which has production facilities in Turkey, Indians are not going to buy it. Indians constitute a large chunk of the population that travels to Turkey. There are a lot of couples that go there for honeymoon as well. I'm pretty sure, just like what happened with Maldives, there was a sharp decline in Indian tourists going out to Maldives, and this time also, when it comes to national security, the Indian population is united, and that's what Turkey will face also over the next few days and perhaps weeks, where Indians are perhaps more than 95% people are going to boycott Turkey entirely at a time when Turkey has been blindly supporting Pakistan and defending Pakistani terrorism, not condemning the Pahalgam terror attack to that level where Pakistan is involved in this entire carnage, massacre of innocent civilians. And if Indian tourists are not safe, then certainly India does not want to send out their tourists to Turkey.